How can the creation of the universe be represented visually according to Lurianic Kabbalah? In the early 18th century, a Jewish artist and scribe from Amsterdam named Joseph Siprut de Gabay attempted to solve one of the most difficult problems in the entire cosmology of the Ari. The result was an extraordinary work known as the Tree of Circular and Linear Emanations. Siprut belonged to the Portuguese Sephardic community of Amsterdam and was far more than a simple calligrapher. He had studied at the prestigious Hayyim Yeshiva and possessed a solid grounding in Kabbalistic learning. Created around 1734, his Ilan is one of the most ambitious visual compositions in the entire Lurianic tradition. Until that time, Kabbalistic diagrams had generally represented two fundamental aspects of creation separately. On the one hand were the Iggulim, the circular emanations that surround the universe as concentric spheres. On the other hand was the Yosher, the linear and anthropomorphic structure descending from Adam Kadmon and organizing the flow of the sefirot. But how exactly were these two systems related? The question was not new. Hayyim Vital himself confessed a remarkable uncertainty. He wrote that his teacher, the Ari, had never clearly explained how the circles and the linear structure of Adam Kadmon were connected. In other words, the problem already existed at the very heart of the tradition. Siprut chose to confront it visually. Rather than placing the circles before or after the tree, he did something entirely different. He designed a great tree unfolding within and through more than 40 concentric circles. His goal was to display both modes of emanation simultaneously. The solution was brilliant, but it was also extraordinarily difficult. In attempting to compress vast amounts of information into a limited space, certain levels became misaligned, and some structures extended into regions where, theoretically, they did not belong. Even so, the result remains a masterpiece, not merely because it is beautiful, but because it reveals something profound. The Kabbalists were not simply copying traditions. They were attempting to visualize the invisible. They were trying to give graphic form to the very architecture of creation itself. And in that effort, Joseph Siprut de Gabay produced one of the boldest and most fascinating diagrams in the entire history of Kabbalah.